Okay, this is part two of the crochet drama. I'm not reiterating anything of part one. You have to just go back and watch that. Picking back up where I left off about the commentary about people saying that all of my crochet patterns are really basic. I made them basic so that they're user friendly. It's not that I can't produce way higher intensity work, which I just did with one of my last patterns. I made it an intermediate level pattern. But I was trying to make stuff that the community as a whole could enjoy, from kids to adults 2+ size. So the design is beautiful, but the application is basic. Again, you can say whatever you want about, the design, but at least I'm not doing trademark images and selling that. I know a lot of people do. I just don't want to get into the legality problems that come with it, because the anime company would probably send you a cease and desist, much like I sent the cease and desist to the first person that started all this drama. And I would have sent it to the Goofy Goober YouTuber, but they are in a different country, which does a lot of, problems when it comes to getting that to the international law. But the one that was in the United States, they got a cease and desist, because apparently they were going to go start a podcast and all this kind of thing. They were alluding to it. And the thing about, if you're going to slander somebody, can you prove it in court? Because if not, you might want to watch it, because there are people who will take you up on whether you're going to stand on your word or not. I mean, I've been down bad in life, but I've never been down bad enough to go make a 22-minute long smear campaign that I had to take days to harvest the information to try to discredit somebody or throw shade on their name. It didn't even feel like you were really discussing the topic. It felt like you were trying to find out my personal information. And if the pattern call was such a bad call, I would have known that from the lack of applicants. I didn't have a lack of applicants. I had a ton of applicants, and I had a couple hecklers, which I tried to call out like that's bad behavior, and then it escalated into them doing a Reddit Craftsnark. Who even knew these types of things existed? That's why I don't go on those types of websites. Good gracious, I don't have time in my day for that. I guess I'm just too self-involved. Yeah, this whole thing has been wild. I hope that the person on YouTube got, a good $20 at least off of me, maybe a little bit more. Could I have been nicer? Absolutely. Did I want to be? Not really. Could I have ignored their post? Absolutely. Could they have ignored me? 100%. They could have scrolled right on by if they did not feel like they met the parameters for what the pattern tester call was calling for. You guys want all these rules and guidelines, but then you want to question, abiding by them. Which is it? You ask for clarity from pattern testers on what the stipulations are, and then they spell it out for you, and if you can't meet it, then you literally just try to degrade their character when they disagree with you. I mean, not for nothing, I had the intuition these people were exactly who I thought they were at the end of the day, which were antagonists who did these types of activities so that they can have things to talk about with their friends online in underground troll groups. It was exactly what I thought it was. Apparently, I just met the boss level one. I don't know. And not for nothing, but, the bat poncho that the YouTuber made that all these people were commenting under that my patterns were so basic, it looks like one of those child's toys that your grandma makes for you as one of your first crochet toys. And that's fine, but you can't be seriously calling me basic and then commenting that under somebody who makes patterns like that, and then agreeing with another person who doesn't even make patterns. And I think they don't even crochet. I think they knit. I could be wrong, but I really don't care. So anyways, because of all this, for months now, people have been coming to my pages and trying to get them taken down and commenting hate comments from time to time. I've gotten death threats. I've gotten comments like, I act like a SA survivor. I don't exactly know what that means, but that's pretty vile of you. I have been called a drug addict, and unless we are at a festival passing some loud, like the Green Gaia, I haven't done anything in a very long time, and I've never done any type of hard drugs. I used to be a little bit of a lush when I was in my early 20s. I think most of us have been. I haven't drank since I was 23 years old. I went on a health journey when I was 23. I lost 120 pounds, and I went plant-based, and I don't be messing with no toxins. So all this, oh, she's giving Gabby Hanna vibes. I'm not in psychosis. I just checked some trolls, and y'all literally let trolls control the narrative, and then some Goofy Goober YouTuber was like, let me be your captain. And then another one was like, let me be your captain also. I'm going to start a podcast. I mean, what do y'all do with your day and your time? I was just trying to make some crochet patterns that we could all share and enjoy. And I'm going to continue to do that. And for all these people who think that you can come to my pages and get them taken down, I'll just make another one. The work is still done. I still go viral. I don't go viral on accident. I go viral because I make high quality work. And the dedication to the process is shown over time. I'm confident enough in myself to say that. And if you want to goofy goober, I'll goofy goober. But like, you have to come to a point where if you lose the battle, just like chill out. You just weren't that good at shit talking. You don't have to escalate it to the point of trying to like ruin somebody's reputation and try to cancel their businesses. That is so nonsensical. Like when I try to cancel people, it's usually the government and like peer friends. You know, I can't say the certain things on TikTok. Like abusers, you know? I couldn't imagine just sitting around making up a whole bunch of exaggerated nonsense about somebody's life to try to cancel them because they asked for a 2-week tester window, and whenever you made your opinion known, they just said, I just disagree with you back. You don't have to like it, but this is what I'm asking for, and that just sent you into such a tizzy. And the fact that somebody said, yikes, guys, yikes, back to you after you said it first. I mean, I must be a horrible person for that. It seems like everybody on the internet thinks it's okay to impose their opinion on you, but if you have an opinion back, then it's problematic. If you stand up for yourself and your belief system, then it's problematic. If you are an actual person and use, you know, descriptive vocabulary of the vulgar kind, you are just an egregious person. But anyways, I'm still here. I'm not canceled, despite your best efforts. And if you ever got me off the internet, just know I'll be right back. And if somehow you ever got me permabanned, just know you'll still see my face out there. I become quite a nuisance when you challenge me, especially when I'm just over here minding my business. Mind you, my business, not your business. You can run your business how you want to, and I'm gonna run my business how I want to. And to address the concerns about, oh, well, do you think like, you know, it's a problem if you rush these things because then your patterns are not going to be as good as they could have. I don't think anybody's infallible to that. I think you could have the best testers out there and you would still probably have like a typo somewhere in there. And if, you know, somebody notices that and points it out, I'll go fix it immediately. It's not a problem. I can guarantee you I don't have huge major error. And when I first launched, yes, there was one pattern that I launched, the Batwing poncho a few years back. And I just really did not have great pattern testers for that one. And I tried to double check. I thought it was good. Everything, you know, when you stare at pattern for so long, you think it's good. I was also working a lot of hours at the time trying to get that also done. And I launched it and I had some errors in it. You know what I did? I literally hand sent out 1,000 emails, copy pasted like 1,000 emails, one by one, to make sure everybody got the corrected pattern. That's what I'm going to do if I make a mistake. I can own up to my mistake. People say I needed to take accountability, but after all of this happened, they said that I should pay people. Well, I'm not going to pay everybody $20 an hour, but what I can do is I can offer my pattern testers free patterns, which I have. And a lot of my pattern testers have accepted the offer. They've got the original pattern testers. They got multiple patterns. Like, y'all can have them all just for sticking by my side through all of this. I told them that. And then I've had several giveaways where I just gave away a bunch of patterns because the problem was that they said that I was excluding people with disabilities and stuff like that. So I gave a fair, open opportunity at random for anybody to be chosen to have free patterns multiple times. I'm saying this because in the comments they were saying that people were still checking my page and I was taking no accountability. I also, on the original test that everybody stuck with me through, I sent all of them like 3 to 4. At one person I sent 6 skeins of yarn as a thank you for participating and, you know, just hanging in there with me, not buying the bullshit of all the trolls on the internet. I had a fantastic month of sales in January. I mean, I did over 10K in sales because of all of this. But I still think it's shitty that they're leaving the video up and allowing people to say negative things about me while simultaneously like saying in the video multiple times that they don't promote hate. But you're allowing hate. You literally made this video to be malicious. I can't think that you did it just to really make a solid critique, because you said multiple times you did it to monetize. You posted my face up with the word scummy over top of it. So that's why I posted a video of them. I just screenshot their face with the word scummy that they had on their own video. I wonder how they feel whenever they see their face with the word scummy over and on somebody else's critique video. I mean, some of y'all need to take a moment to breathe and collect information before you just have such a fast reaction and try to condemn somebody. Anyways, thanks to everybody who loved me through this. I'm not going to make this into a 3-part series. I think I pretty much covered everything that I needed to. I might have missed a few details. I hope this was insightful to the Lord. I am not a professional. I am an artist. Another thing for accountability that I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make sure all of my patterns are cleaned up. So I have done a pattern a month since November, and for the rest of this year, I'm going to work on my Halloween costumes. I'm going to make sure that my patterns are tidy as can. I'm going to rerun my pattern. Thanks for hearing me out since the losers didn't. And I'm still here. I'm going to be making patterns. Good luck getting my Etsy shut down.